want to show you these trees that are destroyed by the black bears. This is what they do. They take these limbs and they break them, and that's fairly a thick limb. And I found them before, just twisted off. I've even watched them out here destroying the trees. They bite them, pull them down, break the trees, clean their teeth, etc. Now, you probably heard me talking about this particular trail before in my bear video. If you haven't watched it, watch my bear video. This trail used to be pristine, and there wasn't a tire track on it. See, here's another bear thing, a bear tree, where it breaks it off. This used to be one of my most favorite spots, actually. It's really beautiful. There were so many bear track in here, you couldn't even see the dirt. You know, bare spots in the dirt. There were just, no pun intended, it was all covered up with track, and it was all bare. And there were one pile after another of bear scat. Just, it was amazing, scary at the same time. I've had them pop out. I've had them come out of the woods and look at me and take off and run back into the woods. Now, a couple of years ago, a friend and I decided that I'd show him some bears, and he wanted to go with me to get some photos. So we took off and went down this trail. And we were down about a mile from this place right here, further. We both had chairs. We're sitting at this one location, and as we're sitting there, we hear something coming through the woods. And it was bipedal, and it was walking as clear as day, moving the limbs out of the way, and it walked within about 15 to 20 feet away from us, and you could not see it through the scrub oak. Had no idea what it was as it stood there. The part I saw was about 6 feet off the ground, and it was black. So I'm trying to figure out what it is, and we're sitting and I could not understand what it may be. I just stopped. David and I looked at each other. I pulled my pistol out of its holster very slowly and sat there and went watching this, trying to figure out what it was, but I couldn't see feet. All I saw was the black spot through the woods. So I'm not going to lie and say I saw something other than black. And it was pretty high off the ground, 6 feet off the ground. And I just looked at David, he looked at me, and we were perplexed at what it could be. Somehow, whatever it was, went as quiet as we were, it just disappeared right back through the woods, and didn't hear it walk away, didn't hear it run away, didn't even know it ran away, had no idea that it did. And as we're sitting there looking at each other, when we were able to talk again, I asked him if he thought it may have been a Bigfoot. And he thought it was a bear, but we didn't see it, so we couldn't really give a definitive answer on what it may have been. Okay, so back 2 months later, I'm in a restaurant downtown in Salt Springs, and I know the owner there at the restaurant I go to when I come through Salt Springs into Ocala looking to get photography. And I overhear her talking to a patron there, and she was discussing, did you hear about the fact that they found, or somebody discussed Bigfoot walking through Salt Springs area? Somebody saw it and they reported it, and the news found out about it and the police found out about it, so they went to investigate it, and they could never come up with a conclusion of what it was. Thought the person was nuts, like everybody thinks somebody's nuts because they may have seen it and they discuss it. However, I just listened to the story, and then I started putting two and two together, thinking that perhaps this thing, because I'm really close to where her restaurant is, I'm 4 or 5 miles down the road, through the woods though, and I'm thinking it could have possibly been the same one that was watching David and myself. Don't know.